Transitioning out of grad school to your first faculty job can be an exciting but also a really overwhelming and challenging time. However, you can use your grad school time to build effective writing habits that will sustain you through the transition and help you launch a successful career. And in today's video, you're going to learn how to do just that. Hi, I'm Leigh from teachingacademia.com, and I'm all about giving you the tools you need to navigate academia to make your best impact. If you're new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button so that you get new notifications as I put out new videos every week. So, how do you build good habits with academic writing in grad school in ways that are going to launch your career? So the thing to keep in mind is that when you leave grad school and you're making this transition, you're going to have to balance a lot of things. In addition to writing and publishing, you're going to be teaching, you're going to be learning all about new programs, new classes. The students are going to be new to you. You're going to be getting your research agenda started. You're going to be serving on committees. You're going to be advising students to varying capacities. And of course, what that looks like and how much, is expected of you in each of those areas will vary depending on what kind of job that you take. But usually some kind of academic writing is expected at any institution. So what you can do now in grad school, as a doctoral student, is build good habits. And if you build good habits during grad school around writing, what you're going to find is that when you're making that transition and you have so many things that you have to learn and so many things that are new to you, you're going to have these habits that are in place, that already work for you, and they're going to help sustain you and get you launched. So what are some of those things? I have identified 4 habits that I think you can develop around academic writing in grad school that are really going to help you launch your career. And the first thing to do is, as a grad student, make writing a habit. Make it a normal thing. Make it part of your routine. That might mean it's going to look different, right, depending on where you are in your program, but carving out time to write on a regular basis, right? That could be 3 days a week. It could be 5 days a week. It could be 2 or 3 hours every time you sit down, but start to develop a practice of writing that's habitual, where if you don't engage in it, you start to feel antsy, like you need to get back to it, all right? So you want to make writing a normal part of your routine. Your routines will shift even in an institution, they change from semester to semester because your course schedule changes and et cetera. But if you've got the habit of writing on a regular basis over the course of the week, you will find a way to fit that into your structure each semester. The second thing that I'm going to recommend that you do is always have a piece in progress and have a reasonable deadline in place in regards to that piece, okay? So when you're taking classes in grad school, that's probably just writing course papers, okay? But over the summer, you might be taking those papers and working them up so that they can be submitted for publication. You might be taking comprehensive exam papers and working them up for publication, right? Have a piece in progress. It could just be one piece, okay? And then talk to your advisor, get some feedback, find out about when should I have this done? What's a reasonable deadline? Because when we're working on developing these habits, we often don't know what to expect from ourselves. So sometimes we set deadlines that are unreasonable because they don't give us enough time. And sometimes we make them way too far out in the future, and then we don't have that sense of urgency to get them done. So talk to somebody about your goals and a reasonable deadline for meeting your goals. Now, while you have your piece in progress, my third recommendation for you around building a good habits is have a vision for your next piece. So at some point, the piece that you're working on is going to be finished. You're going to send it off. What are you going to start next? I recommend that when you finish a piece, you take 1 to 2 weeks off, give yourself a break, catch up on some other things, and then immediately get started, right into that next piece. So know what your next piece is, even if you're not working on it. And then something that's really going to matter, this 4th habit that I have for you that's really going to help you launch your career, is have a post-dissertation writing plan. And there are many different formats that dissertations take these days. Whatever yours is, I would have a conversation with my advisor or my committee before I transition into a faculty position about what am I going to do with this stuff now that I'm done? Like, what are my goals for getting this published? What are my next steps? I know when I finished my dissertation, I took a month off before I did anything with my dissertation, and that's fine. You don't have to roll right into it. But setting something up and saying, okay, I know that when I graduate, I'm going to move, I'm going to be starting a new job, I'm going to take a month off from my writing, I'm going to get settled, and then by a particular date, I'm going to pick it back up again, and I'm going to get into writing, and I know exactly what I'm going to start working on, and when I finish that piece, I know exactly what the next piece is. right? So those are 4 really good habits I think that you can develop around academic writing in grad school that are going to serve you well and help you to launch your career. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe so you can catch all of my videos. And while you're at it, let me know in the comments if this helped you or if you have any questions at all about how to move forward with your academic journey.